What's going on, everybody? So in this video we're pretty much going to be going over how to make a trading routine along with what the trading sessions actually are. So after you've kind of already read what the main sessions are, you will be able to download this, which the actual download link will be under the video itself. Now, one thing I would definitely recommend doing is after watching this video, print this out and actually paste it to where you're going to be trading, or paste it somewhere on your monitor so you can actively look at it every single day, so you know you're only going to trade through these certain times. Now, the Forex market is open 24/7, but that doesn't mean you should be trading 24/7. You want to pick a session throughout the day, and through, of course, the session has to match the actual currency pair, which we'll talk about in a second. But you want to be able to pick a session and only trade that specific session, especially if you're day trading or you're scalping. If you're swing trading, then typically you're going to be looking to enter during the session, but you're going to hold for multiple days on end. Now, the first session you're going to see here is going to be the London session, which typically it opens up at 3 a.m. EST and ends at about 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. EST. Now, this session typically you will be traded the pound. Pretty much all pairs will move during the London session, but you'll see typically most of the pairs such as the pound and the US dollar move quite more in the London session. Now, when it comes to the New York session, the New York session starts at 8 a.m. and pretty much ends at 5 p.m. EST. Right? Notice how the New York session and the London session overlap, right? So, you know, if you're someone that has work at 9 in the morning, it really wouldn't make sense for you to actually trade the New York session. Again, you know, everyone's lifestyle is going to be different. You need to find a time where you can dedicate to the charts, you know, at least a couple of hours, right? So if you're going to be someone who's trading the London session, right, then something you're going to want to do is at 2 in the morning, you're going to perform your pre-market analysis, right? So you have all of this written down. So you're going to perform your pre-market analysis at 2 in the morning. You're going to actively be trading from 3 a.m. till about, let's just say 8 a.m. And then sometime later throughout the day, you know, probably an hour after session ends, right, you're going to be performing your post-market analysis, which is going to be pretty much your homework for the next following day, looking for potential moves and for potential setups to actually play out. Right now, if you're someone who can actively trade the morning session for the New York session, then at 7 a.m. you're going to be performing your pre-market analysis. At 8 a.m. till about 12 p.m., let's just say 1 p.m., you're going to be actively trading, and then around 5 p.m., 6 p.m. is when you're going to be performing your post-market analysis, right? So your two major sessions are going to be the London and New York session. Then you have your Sydney and your Tokyo session, or the Asian session, which if you're someone who has a 9-to-5 job, then these sessions actually may be more beneficial to trade, unless you can pretty much trade the New York session. And again, if you're someone that can actively trade the New York session, then only trade the New York session, right? Don't trade the New York, the London, and you know, the Sydney along with the Asian session. You really want to only focus on trading one session in specific. Now, for me, I am trading full time, so at 7 in the morning is typically when I'm performing my pre-market analysis, but I'll wake up around 6:30 in the morning. Then from 8 a.m. till about 1 p.m. I'm actively trading. Then around 5-6 p.m. is when I'm performing my post-market analysis, looking for what could potentially happen the next day, right? So you'll pretty much learn about routines later on, but definitely, you know, when it comes down to sessions, right? Let's say you found a setup, but there's really no session going on here for that specific pair, right? More volume is going to be entering the market during the London and New York session, which when volume enters the market, it's going to push price in the direction it's typically supposed to go in, right? So what could happen after session is counter trend, stuck in consolidation. You know, there's a lot of things that go on throughout the session. Typically, you won't see big moves happen unless prices in the London or the New York session. So again, pick one session to trade and focus on trading that one session every day consistently, and you will see progress.